Thank you. All right, let's wrap this up today. I did promise to give some pointers on money. Tomorrow I'll talk about the 2D. Learn about that. There was somebody who really wanted to learn that. Well, I think everyone has more knowledge on that area.
Is there extra charge for that?
Yeah.
No. The whole program is like, yeah, you have to get some
I
profit.
was kidding. You're going to give us pointers on money. You're going to charge us with pointers on money.
Who knows the definition of money? John, you know the definition of money?
It's an energy. That's what I have in my consciousness. I don't know if it's an energy that facilitates your going where you want to go.
It's an idea backed by confidence.
It's an idea backed by confidence.
Right.
But I was trying to get the etymology of it.
Oh.
And find somebody to look up the etymology.
Oh, on money?
What the word money means.
Yeah, it's energy behind objects.
The idea backed up by confidence, right? Is the confidence of the U.S. dollar going away a little bit?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Confidence on money itself is going away a little bit. So that's why people are gathering gold and silver. Somebody wanted to give me a bag of silver the other day. Somebody actually gave me some gold coins, right, for processing. I took a boat once and a motorcycle. And right now, like in 1978, Hubbard, I was auto team for the advanced work at Los Angeles, and Hubbard gave an order, and I heard this through the grapevine, that to go ahead, and this is when we had double-digit inflation going on under Jimmy Carter. Remember that? Some of you people, I know I'm dating myself. And so Hubbard felt that the whole thing was going to, the whole money system was going to collapse, and he told the AO to take a barter of gold, rubies, anything like that, that could be traded. So people were coming in with little sacks full of rubies and diamonds, and, for their OT level. And then he realized that there was a backlog in the church of people who gave money to the church, millions of dollars to the AO, the advanced org. And he was afraid that people would, if the money collapsed, people would run into the org and say, I want my money. And of course, there wasn't any money there because the advanced org spent it all. And that's the nature of any sort of business, people give me a lot of money, I'll spend it. Was there a question right away? But
No, did you want the etymology?
Yeah, please, please.
Okay. It's from the it's a noun. It's from the mid-13th century. Coinage or metal currency from Old French monnaie, money, coin, currency, change. Or did you want the tech?
And then Coach said from there it comes from moneta,
Moneta, place for black money.
the word for Juno, the temple of Juno at Rome where the money was coined.
okay, all right, that's good enough. So let's talk about coining money. That would represent a certain amount of work or a certain amount of goods you can buy and trade rather than walk around with a cow or some milk bottles to trade. And so there you go. I'm not getting too much involved in this, but there are actually right now 3 different ways, more than 3, but 3 basic ways to make money. One is, I'll demonstrate the first one. Somebody gave me some herbs the other day, yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So for those herbs, I'm going to give her an exchange of money.
Thank you.
So I got a particle, I got something, right? And we exchanged. So that's how. So she made some money, right? The other way you can make money is to service somebody, right? Auditing is a service. I should have told this class 8 didn't have money to come here. Go audit your neighbor, and you would, for a couple of hours, and you have plenty of money to get here, right? And that's all you had to do. An auditor who was trained by LRH once told me, he says, and I was a standard dynamic auditor at the time. I was about 22 years old. And he looked at me right in the eye and he said, Ray, if you become an auditor, a good professional auditor, you'll never starve. And as you can see, I never missed a meal. and you don't. Auditors audit. I don't care if you're third dynamic auditing, but you have a group, or you're I told you about this guy who has 250 employees. He's in a sense auditing his employees. He has meetings. He word clears them. He handles his organization. So anyway, so that's a service. That's the way to make money. Okay, so now you got 2 ways: exchange a particle, something you make. Or in her case, she maybe bought wholesale and sold it to me retail. It's another way. How does Wall Street make money? Well, capitalism, there's nothing wrong with I wrote these down, and I'm going to go over them with you. And this is from LRH. It's called the Scale of Politics. And he first has, at the 0.0 on the tone scale, he has anarchy. Somebody want to write this up here for me?
Sure.
That's a good thing. I want to use this other half, so write down here at the bottom, anarchy. And then put 0.0 on there. And the definition of anarchy is the absence of any common purpose. If you look at the dictionary there, pretty much that's what it says. There's no common purpose. Everything's going on all over the place. People are doing this, people are doing that, anarchy. The upper level there, 1.1, is communism. Right above anarchy. That's right. That's where he put it. And he says, shared ownership by all. So if we were in a communistic society, the Soviet Union, when it was there, everything here would be owned by all of us. We would all own this building. We would all own everything. Comrade, as they used to say in Russia, right?
Belongs to the group, but not exactly correct. It's fine.
Anyway, I always get it right. Of course, there was always a group of people monitoring that everybody would own everything. Nobody became a capitalist, right? Okay, so above that is 1.5, fascism. And fascism is social and economic control by a dictator. Okay, so let's look at Adolf Hitler. He was a famous fascist, right? And he controlled the government. He controlled the industry. He controlled the religion, because he made himself a Jesus-type person there. I mean, he made himself look like that in his posters and everything. He was the savior of Germany, eventually the savior of the world. Fascism. Above that is 2.0. Okay, between fascism and communism, I missed one, and that's socialism. Right in here, socialism.
Or fascism.
And these words are being thrown around because today on your TV set, because it's election year, and people are saying so-and-so is a socialist, so-and-so, well, the extreme right's a socialist. And what I'm doing here is giving you some sort of false data stripping on this. So like you can see where the economics lie. Because it has something to do with the social politics that you're in. Okay, yeah, socialism.
What was the number for socialism?
Socialism is like 1.2. It's socialism, here it is. It distributes distribution of goods and the means of those distributions and the control of production of goods are owned by the whole community. In other words, in socialism, you still might have different religions in there. You might have different other groups in socialism, but who controls the? Say in our society, say if this was a socialistic society, we would be us. We would be controlling the goods that you're eating. What else? The things that we're making, stuff like that, and we're not. Corporations are. So we're not a socialistic type of country. Fascism. No, we don't got a dictator because we have a Congress. If we had a dictator, that the Congress couldn't stop Obama from doing things. And they did. So we don't have a dictator. All right. Above that, so you got fascism, social democracy. I had to look up 2 words on this. Social democracy. And then they had a definition on social democracy, which means social democracy means that they want to move capitalism toward communism. And Rush Limbaugh's always on this. He's saying, "Oh, the left wants to make us into communistic people." He's always talking about that. It's not true. He's always talking about that. But that's social democracy per definition. Now these are the definitions, not my opinion. Okay, above that you have democracy. 2.5. This is 2.0. This is right out of 08, the book 08. Okay, so we got democracy there, and democracy is social equality, individual rights. Yeah, individual rights for women as well as men. Some people don't want to give women rights, right? Or gays. Blacks, they've already got the vote. Women already got the vote over less than 100 years ago. Right? 100 years ago. So there's a push in this country to get let's get a democracy in. Let's give everybody the rights to marry if they want to marry and so forth. All right? That's democracy. That's 2.5. There's a group in this country that doesn't want that. All right, let's move on to 3.0. Yeah, 3.0 is the republic. There's one more above that, yeah. This is a republic. The republic is run by representatives of the people who vote them in. And that's what this country is supposed to be, a republic. Right? We vote our representatives, and they hopefully do right.
We pledge our allegiance to the republic.
Yeah, the republic, which is stands. One nation under God. Indivisible. That's all I remember. Above that, you want to know what's above that? Mm-hmm. I had to really research this because it wasn't one of Hubbard's scale, but he does talk about this. And that's a benign. Benign means friendly, influence, mildness. Benign, that's what it means to be friendly, to be influencing mildly. A benign monarch. Now, when you say monarch, people usually think about a king or something like that, right? But the definition of a benign monarch is somebody who rules because he has the power, not only the power authority, because he is able to rule benignly. He cares. He cares. It's like, King Solomon or something, cares, right? Now, stories you hear about a Jesus type or somebody who's like really loves humanity, that would be a benign monarch. Because there's another scale you got to match this up to in order to really understand the benign monarch. And that scale is, where's that? Oh, motivational scale. Put it right here. Don't erase it. Put it right here. Motivational scale.
Is that 3.5 or 4.0?
Yeah, it's one.
Oh, that's that's 0.40 up to
4.0.
4.0 up to 40.
What is that? Benign monarch?
You know, I want to really talk about all this for a long time, but I'm just putting this up here to tell you how you could give more information on why some people might be
Right?
the effect.
The benign concept has to do with the fact that everybody is served for their best good. That's the actual function.
Yeah. This benign monarch would be the greatest good. You operate as the greatest good for the greatest number.
Right.
Yeah, Solomon. The archetype of Solomon, the King Solomon.
Can determine.
Yeah, can determine. Totally. All right. I think we're a little ways from that. But if we put, because I don't think there might not be too many candidates in planet Earth. It might be something to be denied. And I'll tell you why, because the motivational scale will tell you why. Put down here money. Money is the lowest motivation for Ellery's scale. I tend to agree with him. Money is the lowest motivation. Above that is personal gain. Above personal gain is personal conviction. I'll go through these with you. Because there's a lot of confusion. There's a lot of purposely confusion put out on money and on what kind of government we really are and what we're trying to do here. You know, personal conviction. And what's the highest motivational scale?
Duty.
Duty.
Somebody mentioned it. Duty, right. I'll show you how all this fits together.
Is that duty?
Duty. All right, that's it. That's good.